Hey painters, let's learn how to face paint this cute pink-haired mermaid. So I've loaded up my number 4 round brush. I'm going to start making the mermaid's face. So I'm going to start painting like a little half moon. Now the reason why I've started down here is because I want to leave a bit of room up here for the mermaid's hair, which is going to be floating upwards sort of along the side of the child's face. I'm just drawing on her arms, and for her hands I don't want to get too detailed, so I'm just going to do, I've just done a brush stroke to flick up 2 times, so a thicker one over here where the fingers are and a thinner one where the thumb is, and we'll outline that later on. So then for the torso, I'm just going to colour that in. So I'm just bringing the brush inward. So we want it to meet the waist down here. Just bringing her arm right up like that, her forearm, and then flicking out for her thumb part of her hand. I've just picked up some purple and pink from this split cake, and I'm going to apply it for the mermaid's hair. So first I'll draw the side of the hair, which is just drawing a C along the side of the mermaid's head, and then with our angled brush I'm just going to flick up and around, flick it right over. Now onto the mermaid's top, I'm just going to make 2 little teardrops coming into each other like that, and then I'm going to fill it up the top to make it look like it's an actual top of a swimsuit. Now just realizing here I need a little bit more body, so I'll just add a little bit more gold to make her torso. With my number 6 round brush, I've just picked up some pretty pearl teal, and now the mermaid's tail is going to start right from her waist here. I'm going to do a little V and then bring it down as a curve, so a little C and then another curve, and because she's on her side, this curve isn't going to protrude out as much. And then I'm just going to continue by making a big flick up all the way down the bottom of the lip, and then up the top here I'm going to make some little fins, and then complete it. So by making the fins, I've just done a brush stroke curving in, then curving out, and then pointing up. And then I'm just going to make sure that coming back, it's gradually getting a little bit thicker and a little bit thicker. And then I meet with the beginning of the mermaid's tail just here. There you have the base for the mermaid design. I'm going to span the mermaid's eye right across. I'm spanning the mermaid's eyes quite widely. I'm going to so I'm just doing some arches, just some real flat arches along the side, and then a little pupil right in the middle. Let's do a cute little nose, the bottom of the nose, and a little smile just underneath the nose. Now I want to add some eyelashes. Now I'm using a number 1 lining brush, which is great for doing this sort of detailed work. Now I've just flicked my brush upwards, tiny little teardrops flicking upwards, and make sure you don't press down too hard when you start on doing the eyelashes, because then you'll get a bit of a blotch there, and you want it to look as delicate as possible. Now with my brush still loaded, I'm just going to go ahead and outline it all now. So I've just done a point out for her fingers and then a smaller point out for her thumb. It's just a very rough, not going to go into too much detail. Now with my white, I just want to go around and highlight the edges. White, I just want to highlight just pieces of the hair just by flicking out like that. And I'm going to go ahead and just do some cute little dots around just to resemble some little bubbles. A cluster of dots just to make it look like she's under the sea and there's some bubbles all around her. Now to make the eyes look a little bit realistic, I'm going to add a white dot on either side of the pupil, so it looks as though she's got white eyeballs and then a pupil on top of them, so it looks a little bit more realistic. And there you have it, a really sweet mermaid with pink hair. You can change this up by putting blue hair on her, purple hair, whichever color you desire. With a bit of practice, this will get easier and easier for you. And like I said earlier, make sure you have a nice, good quality brush for outlining, like a number 1 brush, which is really fine, so you can get in there and define all these little areas. Thanks for watching. If you got something out of this, make sure that you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any face painting related questions or you need something that you need clarified, make sure you comment down below and I'll do my absolute best to share my knowledge with you in the next video. I'm on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Don't forget to follow me so we don't miss each other for the next one. Until next time, happy painting!